Hey guys, it's Poochie. Why are YouTube resellers quitting? Like Dixon's Pickens, Taylor Exchange, and even now Rockstar Flipper. Why are they quitting reselling? In recent months, many high-profile reseller creators have either reduced their activity or walked away from full-time reselling. Some are selling off their stores entirely, others are pivoting to different content niches. And a surprising number have publicly stated they're stepping back from the hustle that once defined their channels. While each creator tells their own story, there are common patterns and underlying industry shifts driving this trend. So let's get into it, shall we? Number 1, inventory challenges and shrinking profit margins. One of the biggest issues across the board is simple economics. It's harder to find good inventory at worthwhile prices than it used to be. Thrift stores, estate sales, and garage sales no longer reliably offer undervalued items. Many of the best items are snapped up quickly or priced higher than they used to be. Platforms like eBay have seen shifts in pricing and demand, making sell-through slower and profits smaller on many common categories. Creators who built channels around finding consistent $100 flips or rare undervalued items have increasingly reported that those opportunities just aren't as frequent or as profitable anymore. This basic market shift can turn a previously dependable income stream into one that's unpredictable and less financially worthwhile. 2. Burnout from the grind. Oh yeah, I talk about that hustle culture and how much I hate the hustle culture. Push, 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 hustle, 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 more and more and more. So number 2 is burnout from that grind. Reselling at a high level, constantly sourcing, listing, photographing, shipping, and also filming content is very demanding, and it never really stops. YouTube videos on the topic regularly emphasize that many sellers burn out because it's physically and emotionally exhausted to constantly hustle for inventory. The income can be unstable or not justify the effort once all the costs and time involved are counted. Channel audiences often expect frequent uploads, creating pressure to perform both as a reseller and a content creator simultaneously. This burnout is cited as one of the main reasons people quit full-time reselling in the YouTube space. Number 3, pivoting to higher return revenue. So many creators have found that monetizing the story of reselling is easier than monetizing the reselling itself. Popular alternative paths include sponsored content and affiliate marketing. Creators can earn through sponsorships, affiliate links, or partnerships rather than actual sales profits. Courses and expert products. Some resellers shift into selling courses, coaching other people, or tools, sometimes earning more from these than from thrift flipping or eBay store sales. This shift means the YouTube channel becomes the moneymaker, and reselling becomes a backdrop or even a hobby instead of the primary income. Number 4, platform fatigue and policy changes. Platforms like eBay, Whatnot, and Mercari constantly update fees, policies, and ranking algorithms, and not always in ways that resellers love. Some common complaints include higher fees, higher promoted listing costs, which we've just gone through, that change, unclear search ranking changes, increased competition from big sellers or automated tools, stricter buyer protection rules that favor shoppers over small sellers. These changes make the systems that resellers depend on feel less predictable and less profitable over time. Many creators have explicitly mentioned such frustrations when they explain why they're stepping back. Life changes and real priorities. I've talked to you about this a few times. For many people, especially those who've been doing reselling full-time for years, life changes drive career shifts. This can include family commitments, new business opportunities, example, unrelated ventures to reselling, health priorities, and desire for more stable income sources. In actuality, not everyone quits completely. Some simply choose balance over burnout, reducing reselling to a side project rather than a full-time job or career. Number 6, community saturation and audience expectations. As channels grow, audience expectations evolve. Many viewers don't want to see real struggles or slow weeks. They want dramatic finds and big flips. That can pressure creators to stage content. We have never done that, and those who do should be ashamed of themselves. Stage content or drift into entertainment-focused videos rather than educational or real-time reselling. Audiences also get fatigued by repetitive format videos, pushing creators to move on to other formats or niches. Some resellers have emphasized that the YouTube reseller scene today feels more like an influencer world than a community of working sellers, and that has affected their willingness to continue producing content in the same way. So, bottom line, are resellers really all quitting? Of course not. The answer is not universally, but many are shifting, and some are leaving entirely. Some creators are still actively reselling and filming. Others are pivoting how they share their reselling journey. Some are selling off inventory or downsizing their operations rather than outright quitting. And others simply want to stop broadcasting their entire business online. I know a few people who have done that and return to a quieter, less public version of selling. The narrative of everyone is quitting is an exaggeration, but the pressure and changes in the space are very real, and many longtime creators are taking stock of their goals and choosing new paths. Now, I mentioned 3 reseller YouTubers, right? Dixon's Pickens. So Dixon's Pickens was very open about the mental and physical exhaustion of full-time reselling. His business relied heavily on high-volume, lower-margin inventory, which requires nonstop sourcing, listing, and shipping. And Taylor Exchange. Why did he quit? Well, he represents a huge trend in reselling on YouTube. The content became more profitable than the business itself. That'll make you change, right? And Rockstar Flipper, why do we think he changed? I think maybe the emotional toll of reselling, and he just didn't want to do it anymore. I'm not sure. You'd have to really ask him, but those are my assumptions. Despite different personalities and models, resellers often hit the same wall. The reseller ceiling. More work does not equal more money. Time becomes the limiting factor, and platforms change faster than sellers can or want to adapt. At a certain point, YouTube creators who are resellers ask themselves, if I'm doing all this, why am I still stressed? It's the burnout factor. For a lot of them, talking about reselling pays better than doing it themselves. Teaching scales better than sourcing. Absolutely. Stepping back feels smarter than pushing harder. So what does this mean for other resellers, including you? This wave of quitting isn't failure, it's graduation. Most longtime resellers eventually choose one of 3 paths. They downsize and resell part-time. They pivot into content, education, or another business, or they exit completely to regain their time and their mental bandwidth. Their mistake is not quitting. The mistake would be staying in a model that no longer serves you. So it no longer served them, so they quit. What do you guys think? What do you think about these creators? Do you know any others that quit? Let me know down in the comments. Let's have a discussion about this. Thanks for watching. I'm Poochie, and we will see you on the next one.